So let me give everyone a scenario real quick. You're a law enforcement agency, and your main goal is to figure out what weapons are dangerous and what weapons aren't dangerous. And one day you decide that a piece of plastic and Velcro makes a gun extremely more dangerous. And so you try to ban it, all while crime is at a historically high rate. You're focusing on disarming Americans who aren't criminals, who have good morals, and who just want to participate in the Second Amendment. That's what you were focused on. That's what happened with this whole pistol brace issue. The ATF took one of Congress's laws to where if you have a short-barreled rifle, it's considered an NFA item. By the way, Congress, I have a very simple way for you guys to just get rid of the ATF's ability to challenge this whole pistol brace thing. Just make short-barreled rifles not an NFA item, or get rid of the NFA in totality, and then they can't do shit. How about that? I mean, folks, let's be realistic. How many hearings did they have where Congress asked the ATF about the pistol braces?
Does the brace increase the accuracy of a pistol, in your opinion, to the extent that you know?
Congress said...
No, don't answer. No, excuse me. Does a brace increase the accuracy of a pistol?
My understanding is that Congress determined that the ability to shoulder short-barreled rifles made them, quote, unusually dangerous.
You're not, but nowhere in the Constitution does it say that the accuracy of a weapon somehow changes the category for purposes of the Second Amendment.
And every single time, the ATF said, well, Congress has deemed short-barreled rifles to be an NFA item, so technically these pistol braces aren't legal because we see them as a short-barreled rifle.
Do these make the gun fire more rapidly?
The stabilizing...
Do these increase the muzzle velocity?
The stabilizing...
Do these allow the... You're not answering any of the questions. Do these allow the firearm to carry more bullets?
The stabilizing braces allow, if they're the kind that count, allow the firearm to be shouldered.
Let me ask
in
you
a way
this.
that Congress
I'm glad you brought that up.
How much time did everyone spend in those meetings? Thousands of hours. If you look at everyone in there, that's paid by our taxes. Anyways, the ATF found this loophole and they said, okay, well, we're going to ban these pistol braces, plastic and Velcro. So they ban them and they give everybody 120 days to get rid of them, get a longer barrel in their rifle, to get a tax stamp making it a NFA item. So after all of this stuff, a court found the rule to be not lawful. It's unconstitutional. No shit. Here's what they said. The court is certainly sympathetic to the ATF's concern over public safety in the wake of tragic mass shootings. The rule embodies salutary policy goals meant to protect vulnerable people in our society, but public safety concerns must be addressed in ways that are lawful. The rule is not. For the foregoing reasons, the court grants the motion and stays the rule in its entirety. This means that you can have a pistol AR or a pistol whatever with a brace on it now. They're allowing us to. That's the problem that I have with all of this. There is nothing in our Second Amendment where it says, okay, the government decides what the citizens are allowed and what they aren't allowed as far as the Second Amendment goes. Simple as that. If there is one thing that Second Amendment absolutists believe, it's that you cannot rely on anyone else to take care of you. Not with your life, and not with your wealth either. We owe it to our families and the generations to come to be smart with how we protect them. Throughout our lifetime and lifetimes before, the dominance of the US dollar has been unquestioned. But that is simply changing. Banks are falling left and right, and the government is talking about taking complete control of your money with this new digital dollar. So don't let your life savings become a casualty of currency wars or falling corporations. Now is the time to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your wealth portfolio with physical gold and silver. They have the finest products, amazing customer service, and a trusted buyback commitment. American Hartford Gold has a 5-star rating from thousands of reviews and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. So when you call them, tell them that I sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver. on your first order. Just like this piece right there. So call them now. Click the link in the description or call 844-940-0662. Or you can text HEAVY to 65532. And once again, a big thanks to our friends over at American Heart for Gold for sponsoring today's video. Now look, this is great, but what I really want is some accountability here. Yeah, hey, government. You know what that means? No? Okay, let me explain it to you. When you make a mistake, you're accountable to it. Like, when you commit a crime, there's usually a consequence, and you're accountable for it. There are no free passes in this world, except if you're in the government, apparently. Let me explain why. Before this rule was found unconstitutional, this whole ATF rule was an intimidation tactic. They told everyone, you either destroy the pistol brace, you put a longer barrel in it, or you register it as an NFA item. Guess how many people registered this thing as an NFA item? 260-something thousand people. What does that mean? That means that they have 265,000 people with an NFA item that is not an NFA item. Do you think they're going to be like, okay, well, we got to get rid of all of these NFA items because they're not NFA items, and if you registered it, now you can go across state lines without letting us know? Hell no. Nope, sorry, we tricked you. You registered it as an NFA item with our $200 off tax stamp. So, if you go across state lines with this and we catch you, no, it's a felony. You're going to jail, even though it's not an NFA item. Is there going to be any accountability on that? What about the people who paid out of their own pocket to have a longer barrel put in their gun? You guys going to refund everyone for that? I mean, are you? I didn't see anything on the ATF's website about, hey, we have to refund everyone because we made a BS rule and it was found unconstitutional, and you probably spent hard-earned money putting or adjusting your rifle. No. What about the people who destroyed their brace? Are you guys going to pay for everyone to replace those? Or are you just expecting people to go out and buy another one until you, I don't know, try to challenge this rule again or possibly make it a rule again, and then they have to redo the whole thing again? See how stupid this is getting? Focus on something that matters. Seriously. I'm not joking here. Focus on people that are morally messed up in their head. People that are in downtown Chicago just shooting people all day. Focus on them. You want to be considered logical and smart people? Focus on them. Pretty simple.